Chosen one, imagine a screen glowing in the darkness, its light flickering across your face like a fire from another realm. You sit before it, thinking it is harmless, thinking it is entertainment. But heaven whispers a warning. God said the devil uses your television. It is not just a device. It is a portal, a silent preacher, a hypnotic storyteller that speaks into your spirit without asking for permission. What you see there is not always random. It is designed, engineered, and placed in your path to reshape your thoughts, to poison your desires, and to bend your destiny away from divine alignment. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. If your heart is heavy with burdens, let your warmest wishes flow here, because the act of speaking them out is an act of power. When you do, the universe hears you, and heaven takes record. Do not hesitate, and listen closely. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. This message is your confirmation that you have been chosen to break free from the invisible grip of darkness. Television looks ordinary, but it is extraordinary in its influence. Every word, every image, every sound carries frequency. These frequencies don't just entertain, they condition. They are weapons disguised as stories, songs, laughter, and even news. The devil does not walk into your home dressed in horns and smoke. He enters through what seems harmless. He enters through the shows you binge, the voices you welcome, the characters you admire, and the songs that echo through your living room. What you allow through your eyes and ears becomes part of your spiritual DNA. And the enemy knows this. He knows if he can control the narrative, he can control your soul. You may think you're simply relaxing after a long day, flipping through channels, or scrolling through streaming platforms. But every choice you make builds an altar to God, or an altar to deception. What you feed your spirit is what grows inside you. And the devil is cunning. He uses television to sneak into your habits, your mind, your subconscious. He makes evil look glamorous, sin look funny, destruction look like love, and chaos look like power. He wants you to see darkness so often that it feels normal. Chosen one, you are not like the rest of the world. You feel it every time something on the screen unsettles you. That uneasy stirring inside you is the Spirit of God, warning you. While others laugh, you feel a heaviness. While others cheer, you sense corruption. That is not weakness. It is discernment. It is proof that your eyes have not been blinded by the same illusions. You've been set apart to see through the veil, and that veil, more often than not, is broadcast straight into your home through your television. The screen glows again, and the world enters your home without knocking. Chosen one, have you noticed how the programs you watch do not just entertain, but slowly shift what you accept as normal? At first, it seems like just a joke, just a storyline, just a scene. But repetition creates tolerance, and tolerance births acceptance. The devil does not need to shout when he can whisper through a television show. He does not need to appear when he can disguise himself in music videos, news anchors, and late-night comedians. And before you realize it, your spirit begins to mirror the spirit of what you consume. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Your heart carries power, and the universe is waiting to respond. Pour your warmest wishes here and let them echo into eternity. This is not just a video, it is a confirmation. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video, subscribe now. You belong here. Obey that stirring inside you, because this message is not random. It is for you. Look deeper. Television does not only show stories, it manufactures culture. It tells people what to wear, what to chase, what to desire, and even what to fear. It tells children who to idolize, couples what love should look like, and families how to define success. It speaks louder than parents, louder than teachers, louder than faith, because it is always on, always glowing, always waiting for attention. The devil knows this. He hides in the constant noise, weaving lies into narratives that look harmless, but they are seeds. Seeds planted in your subconscious, waiting to grow into patterns of thought that will chain you for years. But chosen one, you have always felt different. When you watch certain shows, something in you resists. When you see certain commercials, something in your soul cries out. That is because your spirit cannot be deceived the same way. You are not called to be programmed. You are called to break the program. You are called to expose the illusion, to shut the door the enemy has used for too long, and to reclaim your home as a place where only divine energy can flow. Every time you turn on that screen, ask yourself, is this light or is this darkness? Is this feeding my soul or draining it? The devil wants you numb so you do not ask those questions. But you, chosen one, cannot be numb. You are awake, and now that you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. The glow of the television is no longer just a glow. It is a warning, a reminder, a battlefield disguised as comfort. The living room becomes a stage, the screen a pulpit, and the message is broadcast not just to your eyes, but to your soul. Chosen one, have you realized how carefully the devil crafts the patterns of what you see? He shows violence until you no longer flinch. He parades lust until it no longer shocks you. He normalizes lies until truth feels uncomfortable. It is not random, it is strategy. He knows repetition is power. What is repeated becomes routine. What is routine becomes belief, and belief shapes destiny. You thought you were choosing what to watch, but often what you watch has already been chosen for you. Algorithms feed you. Networks schedule you. Industries fund you. And behind those industries, a darker hand whispers, if I control the screen, I control the mind. If I control the mind, I control the spirit. Chosen one. This is why God said the devil uses your television. Not because the device itself is evil, but because it is a doorway, and too many leave that doorway unguarded. Imagine your home as a temple. Every sound, every word, every image that enters it leaves a mark on the altar. What have you allowed on your altar? What voices have you permitted to speak into your temple? When the enemy wants to weaken a household, he doesn't always start with destruction. He starts with distraction. And what better tool than the television? Hours spent watching what drains. Hours spent filling your soul with echoes of fear, shame, and desire that do not belong to you. This is how he weakens faith. one episode at a time. But chosen one, you are not like the rest. You cannot sit quietly while your spirit is poisoned. That is why you feel restless when the screen shows you something off. That is why you cannot relax when others can. You carry a shield inside of you, and that shield resists what the enemy tries to pour in. Your spirit is telling you, guard your eyes, guard your ears, guard your heart. For what enters those gates decides who reigns inside. And here is the secret most ignore. Television does not just shape you, it shapes generations. What one family watches in a living room today becomes the standard for children tomorrow. Values get rewritten, morals get shifted, faith gets diluted. The devil plays a long game. He is not after your laughter tonight. He is after your children's foundation tomorrow. But you, chosen one, have the power to break this chain. You can be the one who says, no more. You can be the one who changes what your household consumes, who reclaims your home as a sanctuary for light, not a playground for shadows. The glow of the television is no longer just entertainment. It is an altar where destinies are being rewritten. Chosen one, you must see it for what it is. Behind every story is a message. Behind every message is an agenda, and behind every agenda is either light or darkness. The devil is clever. He knows people will resist if he comes openly, so he hides in plain sight. He hides in sitcoms that mock holiness, in movies that glorify chaos, in commercials that convince you you're never enough until you buy more. He hides in the music videos that seduce your soul with rhythm while planting seeds of rebellion. All of it enters through the same glowing screen. What the world calls harmless, heaven calls dangerous. What the world laughs at, heaven grieves over. You cannot escape the influence of television by pretending it doesn't matter. It does matter. Every second you spend before that screen, you're either feeding your spirit or starving it. And the devil knows the power of hunger. He will give you fast food for the soul until you forget what true nourishment feels like. He gives you noise until silence feels awkward. He gives you distraction until prayer feels impossible. This is not an accident. This is strategy. Chosen one. This is why you often feel out of place when others are obsessed with shows, trends, and celebrities. While they are absorbed, you are unsettled. While they are entertained, you are disturbed. That discomfort is your gift. It is proof that you were chosen not to conform, but to transform. The enemy wants you blind, but your eyes are open. The enemy wants you deaf, but your ears hear. The enemy wants you numb, but your spirit feels the weight of every seed being planted. And because you feel it, you have the power to resist it. Ask yourself, who has been shaping your thoughts when you weren't paying attention? How many of your fears came from watching what the world wanted you to fear? How many of your desires came from ads designed to exploit your hunger? How many of your beliefs came from characters and celebrities who never knew you, but were given permission to guide your imagination? The devil smiles when he knows you are no longer asking these questions. But the moment you start questioning, the grip begins to break. Chosen one, breaking free means choosing differently. It means shutting off the lies and opening your ears to truth. It means replacing hours of noise with moments of clarity. It means declaring over your household, no more open doors to deception. It means guarding your temple with the authority God has already given you. And it means realizing that you are not powerless. You are powerful. The same way the enemy uses screens to influence, you can use them to inspire. The same way the enemy broadcasts fear, you can broadcast light. You are chosen not just to resist the darkness, but to carry the light that exposes it. The room is silent, but the television hums like a heartbeat that doesn't belong to you. Chosen one, it is no coincidence that God is pulling your attention to this truth right now. The enemy has used the screen to hypnotize millions, to keep them blind, to keep them numb, and to keep them dependent. But you are awake. You are chosen to see beyond the glow, to understand that what others call just TV is in fact a tool shaping destinies in secret. Think about how many hours have been lost to meaningless programs, how many hearts softened towards sin because it was wrapped in laughter, how many spirits grew restless because the noise never stopped. The devil does not need chains of iron when he has chains of distraction. He does not need prison bars when he has glowing screens. This is how he works, through the things people least expect, through the things people refuse to question. Yet here you are, questioning. Here you are, hearing this message not with your ears alone, but with your spirit. That is what makes you different. That is why you are chosen. Your spirit is not comfortable with poison, even if it is disguised as comedy, music, or news. Your soul craves purity, alignment, and truth. And every time you reject the lies being broadcast, you declare to the universe that your spirit cannot be owned. Chosen one, there is a war being fought in silence. Every time you switch on that screen, the question is whispered: who will own your attention tonight? Who will speak into your heart? Who will shape your tomorrow? The devil knows that whoever has your attention has your future. That is why this matters. This is why you cannot dismiss it as unimportant. Your eyes are gates, your ears are gates, your heart is the temple, and the enemy has always tried to trespass. But you are not like everyone else. You are set apart to reclaim those gates, to close the door to darkness, to protect your temple, to lift your eyes above the screen and see the truth. You were not created to be programmed. You were created to be free. And freedom begins when you recognize the chains for what they are. The screen is not just a screen. The broadcast is not just entertainment. This is a battle, and chosen one, you are in the middle of it. The light flickers, shadows dance across the walls, and what seems harmless becomes a sermon of deception. Chosen one, God's warning is clear. The devil uses your television. It is not only about what you watch, but about what you allow to enter the sacred space of your heart. The enemy does not fight fair. He wraps his poison in beauty, humor, and charm. He makes destruction look attractive, rebellion look powerful, and emptiness look fulfilling. And while the world applauds, heaven weeps, because destinies are being stolen through the glow of a screen. The truth is, television has trained humanity more than schools, more than parents, more than churches. It has taught people what to love, what to mock, what to ignore, and what to worship. It repeats its messages until the soul bows without realizing it has bowed. The devil knows that if he can make evil look normal on the screen, people will no longer resist it in real life. That is his plan. Subtle, silent, yet devastating. Chosen one, you were never meant to be a slave to those frequencies. You were meant to be a voice that cuts through them. Your discomfort when watching certain things is not weakness. It is the voice of God guarding your soul. Every time you feel uneasy, every time you sense darkness in what others call fun, you are witnessing proof that your spirit is still alive. That is your strength. That is your weapon. Think of how many families have been divided because the television taught them what to desire. How many children grew up more influenced by cartoon characters than their own parents? How many marriages cracked because the screen painted false pictures of love and lust? This is not coincidence. It is calculated. The devil knows if he controls the picture, he can control the pattern. If he controls the pattern, he can shape entire generations. But the story does not end with his deception. You, chosen one, are here because you carry the power to reverse it. You carry the authority to change what your eyes consume, to silence the channels of destruction, and to open your home to the frequencies of light. You can turn your television from a weapon of darkness into a tool for truth. You can shut the door the enemy thought was his forever. You can declare, right here and right now, that the glow of your screen will no longer belong to him. The glow of the television seems small, but its reach is vast. Chosen one, what you see before your eyes has been designed to seep into every corner of your life. The devil uses that glow to disguise chains as entertainment, to wrap slavery in laughter, to cover poison with glamour. He knows people will not drink from a cup marked death, so he sweetens it with sugar and hands it to them as fun. And millions drink daily, unaware that their spirit is slowly being sedated. Think of the silence before the screen existed. Families speaking, children dreaming, people listening to the voice of God in the stillness of the night. Now silence has been replaced with constant sound, constant noise, constant distraction. And the enemy is satisfied because distracted people do not pray, numb people do not resist, and entertained people rarely notice when the foundations of their spirit are crumbling. But you, chosen one, are different. You are hearing the call to see the screen for what it truly is, not just a device, but a gate. Every gate must be guarded, for whoever controls the gate controls the house. The devil has been entering through this unguarded gate for too long, filling lives with fear, lust, anger, greed, and confusion. But you stand as the watchman now. You stand with eyes open, no longer asleep like the rest. You feel it deep inside. The shows that mock God are not funny to you. The scenes that glorify violence make your heart ache. The images that sell lust make your spirit recoil. That is not weakness. That is divine awareness. It is proof that you are chosen to carry a sensitivity that others ignore. Your spirit cannot be tricked the way theirs has been. And that is your gift. That is your confirmation. Chosen one, the moment you take control of your gates, the enemy begins to lose his grip. The moment you say no more, to the broadcasts that pollute, your house begins to breathe again. The silence that once felt strange becomes holy. The absence of noise becomes peace. And in that peace, you hear what the enemy has been trying to drown out all along: the whisper of God, the still voice of truth, the gentle reminder that you were never created for chains. You were created for freedom. The glow fills the room again, but this time you see it differently. Chosen one, you no longer see just moving images. You see the strategies of the enemy. You see how carefully he weaves fear into the news, lust into the music, rebellion into the humor, and pride into the heroes. He doesn't force it on you. He feeds it to you slowly until you forget the taste of truth. That is why God said the devil uses your television. It is not a toy, it is a weapon. And the battlefield is your mind. Every broadcast carries a spirit. Every scene plants a seed. And every seed, if left unchallenged, grows into fruit that feeds your future. The devil knows this. That is why he invests so much in what looks like harmless content. He is not after your laughter. He is after your soul. He is not after your entertainment. He is after your alignment. And if he can twist your alignment, he can bend your destiny. But chosen one, you carry a fire that screens cannot extinguish. You carry discernment that filters through the lies. You feel heaviness when others feel joy, because you are not hypnotized by the same illusions. You see the strings when others only see the show. That is proof that you are chosen, not to blend in, but to stand apart, not to be programmed, but to be awakened. Think about it. How many families gather around the screen but no longer gather in prayer? How many children know television characters better than their own faith? How many dreams have died because hours were stolen by endless programs? The devil celebrates every second stolen, every prayer interrupted, every destiny delayed. But he cannot celebrate over you, not anymore, because you have seen the trap. You have heard the warning, and now you hold the power to break free. Chosen one, this battle is not about throwing away a device. It is about reclaiming authority over what enters your soul. It is about drawing a line and declaring, "My home will not be a stage for the enemy. My eyes will not be windows for his lies. My heart will not be programmed by his schemes." When you make that stand, the atmosphere in your home shifts. The chains begin to crack, and the glow of the television is no longer an open gate for darkness. It becomes a guarded doorway, protected by your awareness and your will. The glow of the screen trembles in your memory now, chosen one, no longer as a harmless companion, but as a reminder of the battle that has been raging silently in your home. You see it for what it truly is: a doorway, a stage, a battlefield where the devil has spoken without your permission. And God is saying to you tonight, it is time to take back what belongs to you. No more silent influence. No more unguarded gates. No more surrender of your spirit to the frequencies of deception. You were not created to be lulled to sleep by images designed to corrupt. You were created to be awakened by the voice of truth. The devil thought he was clever, hiding in plain sight, wrapping poison in laughter, twisting truth into entertainment. He thought he could keep you blind forever, distracted forever, numb forever. But he underestimated the fire inside of you. He underestimated your discernment. He underestimated the call on your life. Chosen one, the very fact that you feel the weight of this message proves you are not like the rest. You are awake when others are asleep. You are alert when others are numb. You are chosen, and chosen ones do not bow to deception. They break it. Think of how much the enemy has stolen already. Time wasted, dreams delayed, peace disturbed. But this is not the end of the story. God is giving you the power to reclaim it. Every moment you choose light over darkness, you are taking back territory. Every time you silence the screen and open your heart to truth, you are breaking chains, not just for yourself, but for generations after you. Your decision to guard your gates becomes their protection. Your courage to see through the lies becomes their shield. This is bigger than you. It is legacy. And here is the truth the devil cannot erase. You were not designed to be programmed. You were designed to be a programmer of destiny, a carrier of light, a vessel of divine authority. You hold the power to declare what enters your home, what feeds your mind, what shapes your future. The devil uses television to deceive, but you can use your awareness to destroy his scheme. Your home does not belong to darkness. It belongs to God. Your spirit is not property of the broadcast. It is the property of heaven. So stand firm, chosen one. Do not be afraid of the glow. Do not be shaken by the lies. See them for what they are. Shadows without substance, illusions without power. The truth is stronger. Your spirit is stronger, and your calling is unshakable. Tonight, declare it. The gates of my eyes, the gates of my ears, the gates of my heart will no longer be open to the devil's broadcast. Let the universe hear it. Let the heavens confirm it. Let the enemy tremble at it. This is not just about turning off a television. This is about turning on your destiny. This is about waking up fully, standing boldly, and refusing to let deception write your story. The screen may glow, but you, chosen one, shine brighter. And no broadcast of darkness can silence the light inside of you.